Gong from Kua.ai. Today I'm gonna give you an introduction about the basics of building a workflow app, and then how to build a workflow app on Kua.ai. So we just recently launched this feature, and we received a lot of inquiry about this feature. And then this video gonna serve the purpose of give you a basic idea, and then a simple introduction so you can get a quick start of this feature. Okay, so first, why build an app? And I believe most of you have the idea, and that's invest some minutes in the beginning and save hours later. And that involves that there are some repetitive activities and tasks you're gonna do every day, and then you're gonna save that the prompt into apps, and then you're gonna and the benefits is that you don't have to rewrite the prompts every time you use it. So that's the concept of building an app. In Kua.ai, we have this feature you can see on the left of the navigation bar, and there's a build app feature. Click it, and then you will enter into a web page where you can type the name of the app and describe the app and select the categories of the app. And then once you click next, you're gonna enter into the setup page of building an app. Okay, so before we start to illustrate how to build an app, and also a brief concept about what is an workflow app. So an workflow app involves multiple steps. It's sort of similar to humans doing complex tasks. So if you are doing simple task, you just give AI and a prompt, similar like you give a colleague a prompt. But if you are doing complex tasks, you need multiple steps. In that case, simple prompt won't work. So we have to use workflow, and that's why why we need workflow, and then what is a workflow in the concept. And basically, we have two ways to construct a workflow. One is a parallel one. So you get, for example, if you have two steps, both of them requires the same inputs, and then we can use the same input to give step A and step B and generate outputs for step A and step B. I will give you an example later. But in this case, we call it in parallel. And then there are other cases where you give the AI an input, and then we have step A to deal with the input, and then generate an output. And then there is a step B to take the output of step A and generate output. And that's the final output, which means the input needs to be processed. And then as a result, give to step B. I will give you example, and so you know what it is. Okay, so now we move to Kua.ai. I'm going to show you how to build a workflow app. So you can see this feature here on the left of the navigation bar. And then let's say you click build an app, and then you enter this page. So what are you going to do? First, you need to have an idea. And imagine that I am an e-commerce seller, and I have products to promote on various social platforms. So I'm gonna build an app which is called promote my products on social, right? And then I just copy it to make it simple since it's a test. And in the category, I choose others since this is multiple social platforms involved. So for prompt mode, it's a simple prompt, just like we discussed before. It's one-step app. And then for complicated app, we need to click the workflow mode. And then if you have problems, you can always click the how to use button to get our video tutorial. Okay, so coming to the case that I need to promote my product on social platforms, and then in the input, the natural trigger is the information of my product. So I just write product and give myself a little bit hint on how to enter this parameter. Let's say describe my product. It could be as simple as a product name, and then it could be complicated. I can add some benefits, features into it. But for now, for the test, just it. And suppose that I'm gonna promote it on, let's say, Twitter. I just click a new one, and then I need to enter the name of the next step. Let's say I call it Twitter, right? And I need to write a prompt. Let me use my previous prompt, right? Write a tweet about my product. The tweet must be less than 280 characters in length, because that's the platform requires, right? I need to give the AI where the input is. The input is as I defined in the input for this step, right? So you can enter a hashtag, and then you will see that the various information you're going to use as your input. Here I click the product as defined in the previous step as the input for this function. And do remember to click save. I know the click save button is a bit annoying. We're going to solve that later. So you don't have to save. But now, for now, please do remember to save, otherwise your work will lost. And then so the first step is ask the AI to write and Twitter based on your product, right? And the second step, let's say we want to write a Facebook post, right? And then again, I'm gonna give it a prompt. The prompt is write a Facebook post. But what I want, which is different from Twitter, is that I want a catchy headline in the beginning, and the post can be longer than tweet, and then use emojis to replace some words. Again, we're going to specify the input for this step, right? It's the same as the previous one. Again, I click save button. So I have the next step, I write a Facebook post. So in this case, it's a parallel case, right? I use the same input to generate a tweet and a Facebook post in parallel. And then final step is that I'm gonna define the output. Let's say, make it simple. I choose the action list. I will use another video to explain the difference between action list and template. But for now, let's click action list. And then you will see that what kind of output you're gonna show at the end of this workflow, right? Of course, I need to click Twitter, and I need to click post, because I need both of them to post it at a later stage. Here, there's a toggle on button, and whether you want to show step by step when you use the workflow function, I click yes, so I can see the workflow function executed step by step. Then I click publish, so now I can use this workflows step. Of course, you can always use test run to test the results and revise the prompt if necessary. But for now, let's see how it works, right? Describe your product. Suppose my product is a Kit Kat liter box with removable divider. I like this for my cat, also for myself, right? And if I click step-by-step mode, I can see the steps executed, and then I can click the run, and so first it will generate the Twitter first, and I click run, it will generate the Facebook post second, and then if I click output, I just put the two of them here, and now you can use them. So that's a simple case of build an application in parallel. And now suppose that you want this to be more complicated. right? If you want first identify the customer benefits of using such a product, and then use the benefits as input to the Twitter writer and Facebook writer instead of give the product name to the writer directly. So that's a more sophisticated writing style. And what can we do? And so we go back to the prompt, the application, the workflow application we just created, and we can copy that. So that's a copy of the workflow we just built, and then we can to modify this, right? And I will just leave it the same to for a test. You can revise anytime you want. So this is the steps. For example, I want this to be more sophisticated. I can add, let's say, a step called convert product to benefits. So instead of giving the writer just the product name, I want to identify the key consumer benefits of the product and then give the benefits to the social post writer. So I will, for the time's sake, I will use some previous saved prompt. But while I'm a market expert, suggest top 2 customer benefits for my product. Again, I will give it the input as the input in the first stage, right? In this stage, product. Okay, remember, click the save button. And then I need to change the input of the Twitter from product to benefits, right? So that's the input now changed to the output of that step. Click save. Again, I will do the same for the Facebook writer. Change the input into benefits. Again, save action. Output, it will still be the same. And I click update. So now I have a new workflow which run in chain, and then this is a sophisticated one. Again, let's see, the product is cat litter box with removable divider. And let's see how the step-by-step runs and compare to the previous workflow. Right, in this case, first, the application gonna identify the benefits of my products. And then the writers will use the benefits as the input to write social post instead of using the product name directly. So you can see that now the Twitter writer, the mentioned cleanness and versatile space management. That's the benefits identified, and as the input, and then write Twitter accordingly. And let's see how the Facebook work. Again, you can see that there's best benefits are mentioned. And so this is a more sophisticated one. That's a chain workflow app. And then finally we clicked out output. So to summarize, how to build an workflow app on Kua.ai. The first step is specify inputs. And the second step is set up steps. Do remember to click save button for now. And the third step is define outputs. Of course, you always need to, let's say, come back and refine your prompts. I mean, once you get familiarized with this, it's gonna be sort of easy. And then it's done. Okay, that's all for this video. And this is James from Kua.ai. We're gonna launch further videos on advanced features. And hope you enjoy it and have a good day.